is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, welcome to Ben Called Another Radio Show. In this episode, you guessed it, Ben Calls Another Radio Show. I also had a big meeting with a label guy, a music guy. So, yeah, things developing big time as far as my country music song goes. And Belle debuts a new laugh.
Yes.
Laugh on for size.
By accident.
Yeah, which I think we said, we sort of ragged on the laugh a little bit. Like at the end of this pod, you'll hear that.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
think
Hang on.
also
Sorry,
I
Ben.
like the laugh.
Did you just scratch the mic up against your beard?
I did.
That
Did you
was
hear that?
disgusting. Yes, I heard that, and then I looked up and
think it's
saw that you were going
disgusting.
along your
There's
beard.
many disgusting
Hey,
things.
what
but
about we do a little
ASMR?
a little ASMR for our podcast listeners, our subscribers. Just lean in. If
There's
you-
two. I'll do one with the mic sock on. I'll do one with no mic
Yeah,
sock.
okay.
So this is
This is for premium subscribers
Yep.
only.
So if you haven't paid the premium subscription, then don't listen to this. This is mic sock on.
Chris Lee. That's what
Yep.
it would feel like to kiss Ben.
I think this
Sock
is
off,
going to be more
unsheathed.
intense. This is unsheathed.
Unsheathed mic. Oh, so coarse.
It's actually not that coarse at the moment. I've been using a beard oil recently.
Is that the one that we got sent and I gave you my one?
No, that's a beard cleanser.
Okay, you can stop
That's
now.
like a shampoo and conditioner, and then I beard oil it up, and it's just a bit more manageable. It's a bit smoother.
You can
and
stop,
it's at a good length
please.
at the moment. Where if it's too short, it's very scratchy, and if it gets too long, it's a bit.
Well,
wild.
I think
Oh,
this is
beard
giving me
rash,
an idea
honestly,
for a new...
gross. Beard rash, like, I feel for Sam because I think you might be in the soft part now where it's okay, but yeah, where it's that coarse bit, real bad.
It's given me an idea for a new segment where we rub a part of ourselves on the microphone and create you've
yeah,
maybe like a
yeah.
podcast segment. Anyway, like,
is fun.
A game for another day. Enjoy today's episode. Oh, incredible. Last night, Ben and Belle, I went to see Sir Paul McCartney.
Hey Jude.
He's playing Melbourne this Saturday, but I just couldn't wait. So I went to the first show of the tour, Got Back. Which is also, Sir Mix-a-Lot's song, Baby Got Back. But, Get Back's the Beatles song, so and he got back to Australia. I think that's what they were going for there. But I just couldn't wait, so I had to go to the first show on the tour, and let me tell you, incredible. I know we don't play a lot of the Beatles on Nova, but wow. I mean, 81 years old, and he performed for 3 hours straight, had one sip of water the whole time.
Wow, you got to respect the greats, and I do. I appreciate that. I find it funny though. It's funny to me, Liam, how into the Beatles you are.
Dude, love the Beatles.
You're obsessed with the Beatles.
I went to Liverpool in April this year, and I went to Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane, and did all that. Went to the barbershop, went to the Cavern Club. Big Beatles guy.
What's the barbershop?
They're the barbershop in Penny Lane that they're referring to in the song.
What song?
Penny Lane.
Is the song Penny Lane?
Oh, Jesus.
I thought you were going to
Did you see
say...
that guy from work before? So there's, one of the lovely guys at work, one of the tech guys, is like, oh, what'd you get up to last night? I said, I went to Paul McCartney. He said, what? I said, I went to Paul McCartney.
Yeah, who?
He said, who? And I said, the Beatle? And he said, what? I said, have you not heard of the Beatles? Have you not... Paul McCartney. He is the biggest... he is honestly, seeing him last night, I felt so privileged.
Yeah.
I'm like... I mean, seriously, one of the biggest icons this planet has ever had.
Yeah, I know the Beatles. I know their names. I don't know
Yeah.
the back catalogue. I don't know the names of all
Oh,
the songs,
mate, yeah.
but it's crazy to not know the Beatles.
I know.
Yeah.
Belle, what's your take on the Beatles and Paul McCartney?
Looked horrendous. Looked absolutely
Oh,
gross.
shut up.
Honestly,
You go to who did you go see? Little Gravy, whatever his name is, Young Gravy. Guess
Yeah.
where that guy's going to
Guess
be
what?
in 10
He's
years?
young.
Nowhere.
He can sing. Your
No, no
Insta
one
stories,
cares
I've
about Young
actually...
Gravy.
No. So you said, 81, he's so good. Oh, my God. So you were posting Insta stories of the gig. I've ripped some of the audio. Can you...
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Tell me that's not a grandpa
Take these sunken eyes
at a family gig with a guitar
Dude.
being like, guys, I can still sing.
Dude,
He sounds
you
like
need
he's
to
about to
respect the
park it.
classics. Do you know how immature you're sounding right now? He wrote that song in 1968. That's 55 years ago. Yes, he is a grandpa, but that's literally seeing the guy who wrote Blackbird perform Blackbird acoustically.
Sounds
It's
like he's about
insane.
to have a heart attack, sadly. But
Well,
also,
you know what?
the
well,
vibe
guess what?
didn't
Sadly,
match.
yeah, he might in the next few years, and that's why it's even more incredible that he's still up there performing for people. And I tell you what, in 1964, 350,000 people came out in
Is it
in Adelaide.
1964
that was,
now?
No, 350,000 people came out. That was half of Adelaide at the time to see them. And then to think, he's come back all those years later to perform all those songs and people are still there for it.
It just didn't look like the vibe matched either, Liam, because there was also a video that you put up and he was singing, I don't even know which song, I can't even remember, but he was singing and then like huge flames got shut up from the stage.
Yeah,
Imagine an 80-year-old with a guitar on the stage. Don't put flames near him. It was
Belle,
like,
it's
what?
literally,
Like, not the
it's
right
Live and Let
vibe.
Die. It's the James Bond song from the film Live and Let Die, and he has pyro every time it gets that bit of the song.
Didn't
and everyone
match.
would know
I
that's
think there's a
big
few
thing.
things we need to live and let die
God. Oh, silly people that don't understand music. So I can't stand it. I can't. You know what, Belle? I'm going to buy you tickets. You're going this weekend. You're going to go and you're going to take a friend for a special birthday treat. You're going to go to Rod Laver and you're going to see Paul McCartney this Saturday.
I really don't want to, thank you.
I think that'd be a nice little treat for you.
I must admit, Belle's kind of swaying me to her side. I don't think Paul McCartney's any young grave.
Never take a L no more. Never take a damn thing slow.
Woo!
And that's
Now
timeless.
That deserves
You
pyrotechnics.
guys are actually making me angry. It's just it doesn't. It's incomparable. You know what I mean? I'm not actually gonna. In fact, the fact you like Young Gravy Belle, I'm not even gonna take your take on. I don't even care what you say. You know what I mean?
He wants to do so many things before Ben Harvey turns 30. 30 things before he's 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 30.
Ben, your life is flashing before your very eyes. Can you believe it? You're going to be 30 on the 9th of November.
Yeah, I don't find that crazy.
So many things that you haven't done yet. So many experiences. And that's why Belle and I have compiled a list with people who listen to this show. You can call up anytime, 13 24 10, if you've got a challenge or an experience that you would like Ben to have before his big birthday.
I've got one that I'd like to add to the list, Liam.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I do the thing where I jump in a taxi and I follow that car?
Oh, that's awesome.
I would like to do that, yeah.
Like in the movies.
Did
Follow
I-
that car!
What would
Especially
happen,
if
though?
we.
Like,
I
I
would
don't
love to
know.
test it out for real. I would love Liam or Belle if you guys are both in a car, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Driving really
driving
fast.
like so you drive past, safely but fast. And then I jump in the taxi and go follow that car to see if he follows you.
Yeah.
That'd be a great experiment.
Okay, it's on the list.
man.
It's on
Yeah.
the list.
It's actually hard to find cabs these days, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's mostly DDs and,
Yeah,
Ubers,
true.
Ubers and
We'll
stuff.
get one. And for me, for it to be authentic, it has to be a cab.
Absolutely, absolutely. So far, we've got a half-court basketball shot. That was really cool. You did that. You drank some of your wife's breast milk. You also shared it around. It was nice of you. We invented a secret handshake. You got a pedicure this week. We got a call yesterday from Caitlin and Fitzroy. And I don't know if it was a bit of a dig, to be honest, but she was like, oh, you should get on a number one radio show, because obviously this show's, like, not number one.
Yep. We sit comfortably around fourth.
Yeah.
Sometimes we
it's
get
nice.
into third. Is that fair to say?
I think we may have touched bronze
Yep.
one time.
Yep.
But that's cool.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep.
We didn't play footy or anything, and, not on the TV, so what can you expect?
So the challenge was to get on a number one radio show. Now, there's two ways you can look at that. There's FM radio, which is Christian O'Connell, or there's like outright number one. So there's AM, FM all together. That's Ross and Russ.
Yeah, because older people, they don't have Netflix. They just listen to the radio like all day, every day. And that's Ross and Russ, they crush it. And very exciting because it's hard to line it up whilst we're doing breakfast, they're doing breakfast. But we managed, we were listening to their show this morning and they asked for some people to call up. And it just so happened that we were in a song. So Ben quickly jumped on and he got through and he got on Ross and Russ. So Ben has been on a number one radio show in Melbourne now. He can take that to his grave. It's an experience he's had.
To suit the shies and hows and shout.
This is Grouse or Shouse.
133693. Come and join us and tell us what things are grouse or shouse. Come and join Angela, Ben, Kelly, John and Jock. Plenty of room for you this morning. Sophie will answer the phone. Angela, grouse or shouse?
Oh, good morning, ladies. It's a grouse. I had Marty from Winston with a Y, at my place yesterday. He said he'd arrive between 11 and 1. He got there at 11. He gave me a great price, was really friendly, took his shoes off. He just did everything right. So thank you to Marty. And it was a really grouse experience.
Good on you, Angela. Ben, grouse or shouse?
G'day, Ross and Russ. First time caller, long time listener. Love the show. I got one. It's absolute shouse when people wear activewear in a professional workplace.
Ben, define activewear. That's it's more clingy than a tracksuit, is it not?
Yeah, so, someone might come into the workplace wearing like a jumper and tights,
Gotcha.
Toits.
Toits. Well, they are sort of toits, aren't they?
Hey, we did it! Ben's on the number one radio show.
And I threw Belle under the bus about wearing activewear at work.
I love that you slipped through toits though, and they picked it up. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
I wear activewear to work. Whatever.
Also, I love that we were talking about AM radio right and how it sounds a bit different, sounds a bit fuzzy. I love that you got to hear the first part of that segment.
That
like
is
there's
amazing.
the intro. I love that they say, give us a buzz. They reference like the name of the producer who's going to answer your call.
Yeah.
I love that they say the name of all the callers before they go to the
Also,
and then that first lady, Angela, I think her name was, she was just talking about a good tradesman
Just
who took his
rocked
shoes
up on
off.
top.
yeah. Are we taking the call like that? Like
That is
if Angela
amazing.
calls and she's like, yeah, this guy from Winston from Hawaii came at 11. Like we're not taking that, right?
I mean, they are number one, so we could take a leaf out of their book. And for the next half an hour, we do come on and shout out a tradesperson who did a good job.
Because literally, like, our last caller was just a guy who dropped his baby. Maybe that's our problem. Maybe doing more drop your baby gear and it needs to be spreading positivity.
Hey, I know that's a joke, but I am just going to throw it out there. 13, 24, 10. If you want to shout out a
good
great
tradie.
tradesperson, you can give us a buzz and we'll give you some airtime.
Yeah, but if they were very timely and if they took their shoes off and they were polite, we'd give them a shout out. Why not? We do have a call from Andrew in Mornington. You know a grouse tradie that you'd just like to shout out?
I do. Am I able to give his name?
Go for it. Name, business. You can give his number out if you want.
It's Nick Gilligan. He's an electrician.
Mm-hmm.
He does amazing work for a lot of people, even for myself. Very, very cheap and honest tradie, and I know there's a lot of honest tradesmen, but some aren't.
Yep.
And Nick Gilligan, he just he goes out to people's houses. He helps the elderly, especially.
Yep.
And
He's
I
just a
don't
good
think I've
bloke.
met a more honest tradie.
Yeah, sweet. Is
Do
he
you
his own?
have any? How did you get in touch with him? With Gilligan? Was it a friend of yours? Was it a recommendation? Did you find him in the yellow pages? How'd you find him?
So he's actually somebody that we use through our work.
Mm-hmm.
So I know him on a pretty, I see him nearly every day.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
we use him for everybody.
Love that.
Sounds grouse.
Andrew, thank you so much for giving that tradie a shout out. It's funny because that is exactly how, if you pitched that idea to me off air, that's exactly how I thought it would have sounded.
Yep.
I don't want to do AM radio anymore, guys. That was so boring.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, great,
cool.
Nick Gilligan.
That's
good on
exactly what we wanted, and we got it. And as it was happening, I was like, that's just someone shouting out an honest tradie.
We're too young for it. We're too young for it. We need to be
Yeah.
playing the fresh hits, the throwbacks,
Yeah.
doing the forbidden folder, and I need to be writing country songs and trying to get them on air, and that's more our shtick. I think we stay in our own field and we can let the AM band do their own thing.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports.
But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's one of those days, Belle. We're doing it. Ben and I, we're couple dressing. Look at us.
Very cute.
Light-coloured shirts. We've got green shorts and Birkenstocks. Ben, should we do one of those photos, like when colleagues dress alike? I know you love that sort of stuff.
That seems like hell.
I'll try and bail him up later on. Belle,
That,
can you take a photo for us?
Yeah, I will absolutely take a photo, but maybe let's do it on our own page because that page is actually owned by another radio station. So not that one. Yes.
Well, there
Hang
you
on,
go.
there's an Instagram page that just does couple dressing.
It's called When Colleagues Dress Alike, but it's actually
Oh,
around the other radio station. But let's
and
send
people
it to them
follow
anyway.
that?
See if they post it. I
Who wants to
follow
wake
it.
up and see that? You know what I mean?
I follow
couple
it.
dressing.
It's
horrible
it's
page.
actually quite funny.
Oh, that's on my burn list.
I hope we get on it.
I'm going to send him a nasty DM. Take this down.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't know if you heard that, Belle, but, I said both got Birkenstocks on. Ben's debuting them. He's a Burt boy now.
Yeah,
He's
I
got the old
get them?
two-rack slipper on.
I was worried I'm a little bit late to the party. Everyone raves about how good they are, how they're like a super supportive
Do
shoe.
you
They're
mean
so
late,
comfy.
late to the party in the sense that Jesus wore them? That's like the oldest shoe.
Jesus
Yeah, no, but-
didn't
You know what I
wear
mean?
But
Birks.
Everyone knows, though, that Burks were, like, famously not cool for most of their life. And then in the last 5 years, they've kind of become cool.
Yeah.
So I definitely have gotten on late, but I'm keen to see what they're all about.
I think you've come on at the right time, though, Ben, because you're now a dad, and therefore,
Yep.
in my eyes, you can now wear Burks.
Yep, beautiful. All right,
What are you
hey.
trying to say, Bill?
I still think they're gross. No offense. I do have a pair,
Whoa.
but I think they're gross.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I wear them. I wear them in secret. I don't wear them in public. I wear them
Shane
like
wears
around.
them.
I do. I wear them around like the yard, or if I'm going
Okay.
like to
doing
the
yard
pool.
work, mowing the lawn and such. All right, 13, 20.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Stacey in Endeavour Hills is playing first this morning. How you going, Stace?
Good, thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad, Stacey. Better than
Aw.
Sarah Lee. Did you hear? Sarah Lee's dead. Not the. Yeah, I don't know if it was a person, but the company. Sarah Lee's gone.
Was Sarah Lee a person?
Oh, no.
Well, I'm assuming so.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
probably-
the original person who baked
so-
the pies and things and such.
Hey, can you give us one product of theirs that you'd buy at the supermarket, Stace?
I'm going to say pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was furious at Ben then when he gave away the answer.
Oh, I mean, everyone knows what Sarah Lee is.
Well, can you name one other Sarah Lee product, Stacey, to prove that you really know everything they do?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Bloody good.
Wow.
She's bloody good.
I would have also accepted ice cream.
Yes, just big game players in the dessert world. Not anymore. Hey, Big Brother Uncut, it's coming back to Channel 7. How exciting. There was an incident, I don't know if you remember, involving a face and a peen a few years ago. What bird was that named after?
Oh.
Type of slap?
Involved a peen, Stace? No? No idea?
No.
No, I think I'm...
Okay, we'll have to move on.
Thanks for playing.
We'll leave you to your cheesecake. Thanks for calling through.
Patrick in Ivanhoe. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Yeah, not bad, mate. The slap in Big Brother, what bird was it named after?
The turkey.
Yes.
Very good.
I like it with the accent.
Yeah. Can you say turkey slap one more time for us, please?
Turkey.
Thanks, Patty.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a new GTA game being released soon on Netflix. What does GTA stand for?
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, easy. The AFL trade period ended last night. Jack Ginnivan moved to Hawthorn. What team did he win a premiership with this year?
Collingwood.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Last question. Gonna need your singing voice. Delta Goodrum has made the top 5 in the Maxim Hot 100 list of the most beautiful and influential women in Australia. Can you finish these lyrics?
No.
Whoa!
Patty! Oh, no!
Oh, geez, you were doing so well. We're going to have to move on now to Renee. Can you finish the lyrics for us?
I'm lost without you.
Nice, Renee.
Well done.
Really well done.
Sorry, the start of that quiz, I was frantically Googling where the name Sarah Lee came from. Could
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
Any
quickly
answers
share?
for us?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the guy, Charles, that started the company and started the bakery, he had an 8-year-old daughter called Sarah Lee, and he called the company Sarah Lee because he wanted the cakes to be as beautiful as she was.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go.
So there's your Sarah
How
Lee fact
sweet.
for you. R.I.P.
Sweet like their ice cream. That's very nice. Hey, you also get to choose the next song we play, Renee. Do you want to hear John Mayer this morning?
It's hard to be persistent when we're standing at a distance, so we keep waiting.
Or, Renee, are you feeling a little bit rogue today?
I think
What are you
I'll
feeling,
go
Renee?
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Right, I was thinking Rogue Traders for sure.
Hmm.
All right, well, John Mayer it is, Renee. We'll get it on for you.
Me and all my friends, we're all misunderstood. They say we stand for nothing and there's no way we ever could.
Big Brother Up Late. It's coming back to Channel 7. Ben, Belle, do you remember Big Brother Up Late?
Never forget it.
Oh, my gosh.
And look, I'd love to say I actually saw an episode, but...
You never got to watch it?
Well, my mum and dad... There was only one TV, and, it was, I didn't have a TV in my room like you guys. It's hard. It's hard as a kid. I'd heard the rumours about Big Brother Up Late. I heard Crystal's boobs were in it one time.
Yeah, 100%. More than once.
And I had to come to school the next day and hear everyone talking about it, and I had to just pretend that I saw them too.
Like in 40-Year-Old Virgin, it was like a bag of sand.
Yeah, they're like 2 bags of sand.
That would literally
You
have been
guys saw that too? Yeah.
No, I didn't get to watch it either, actually, Liam, I will admit. Big Brother Uncut was, for me, something that I also heard about at school, but I did get the TV in my room eventually. And so, I did have a little sneak peek, but I was like 15 by then, so it was just a bit
Honestly, the most wild thing I remember watching, like when I was like sort of younger that I shouldn't have, was like the In-Betweeners. Because I was like, this is rude. I'm going to get in trouble. And I was like, geez, I hope no one walks in when they make one of these references.
To be honest,
there was nothing like, no nudity about it, but like, it would have been awkward if I was in the same room.
To be honest, mine was South Park. If it ever came on SBS, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. And my mum would yell from the other room, turn that off.
I've never been good with like horror and scary stuff. And I remember when I was probably about 8 or 10, I forget, but I was going through a phase where I was just getting nightmares real bad. Like, it doesn't matter really what I watched, I get nightmares from it. And I kept sleeping in Mum and Dad's room when I got scared. And so my dad said, well, you can't watch anything scary. And I remember The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror came on, and Dad said you can't watch it. And I remember going into my room, and I still watched it.
Whoa. Did you have a nightmare?
It was the weird Tron one where he goes behind the bookcase, I think.
I remember the one.
Yeah. Not that scary.
Still didn't sleep for 2 weeks. Well, this is the thing. Like Big Brother, you know how like for a while there they went like real and they like put normal people in it from different walks of lives and races and religions and stuff. And it feels like I'm probably not going to watch it, but just from seeing the ads, it's like they've definitely gone for that Love Island kind of just like sexy looking people.
Yeah.
And if they're doing an up-late version of that, kind of checks out. I suppose it's, maybe ka-ching. There's going to be some ratings rolling through.
Yeah, but really,
why don't we do this morning?
In this day and age, though, 2023, like, how naughty is it going to be? I don't think it's going to be that naughty. I think Uncut these days would be not much.
For the first episode, maybe we should. I know we had a sleepover at work, earlier in the year, but maybe we should do another one, and we should all stay at this radio station and watch Big Brother Up Late, so we can give our review.
I
next
thought you were going to
day.
say we do Ben, Liam, and Belle Uncut and do our own version.
No, that's not what I was suggesting.
Oh, okay, that's just me. All
right. 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz. What did you watch when your parents went to sleep? Maybe it was a once-off. Maybe it was a bit of a regular. They've gone to bed and you thought you'd sneak out and just put the TV on quiet and watch something that you shouldn't have.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't we put up 2 tickets to Sam Smith for this?
Ooh, yeah. Sam Smith is bringing Gloria, the tour, to Melbourne, playing Rod Laver Arena Tuesday, October 31 and Wednesday, 1st of November. There are new seats on sale now. For details, head to frontiertouring.com. It's different for everybody what you watch when your parents went to bed. Like, even me watching Neighbours was naughty. So, there's a whole array.
All right, 13, 24, 10. Different for everybody. We'd love to know, what did you watch when your parents went to sleep?
I would say there was a few people that probably went on to Big Brother in the first place just to fling around in the shower a little bit.
Do we know if Nova's Fitzy?
No, I believe so, yes.
Ben?
Does he?
Ben.
Yeah?
Do you think I haven't Googled this morning?
Does it come up?
Oh, there's a GIF on loop. Oh,
questionable territory, guys. I'm going to caution this. It's a first caution. Let's move on.
Oh, I guess it is an HR thing, isn't it? Yeah, no, just Google it.
Well, no, because he would have signed things. And it's like a public show. It's not like it's like leaked.
No. Yeah, totally. I just think I shouldn't comment on it.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah,
sure.
okay.
Well, Belle's seen mine as well, as we learned a couple of weeks ago. So and I certainly didn't consent to that. Anyway, Lily joins us now. What did you watch when your parents went to sleep?
Oh, hello. I used to watch... So I'd watch Little Britain at night time. As soon as, they'd close the door, I'd be, straight on.
Little Britain?
Yeah, but no, but...
Yeah, but no.
I remember that as well. I reckon it was on after Doctor Who on ABC on Sunday nights. I actually also remember not being allowed to watch that.
Lily, thank you very much. Joseph joins us now. Good morning, Joseph. What weren't you allowed to watch, or what did you watch when your parents went to sleep?
Good morning. Naked News. I don't know when you remember it. Yes, it was so raunchy back then when I was 6 years old.
You think 6 is a bit young?
That feels very wrong.
I remember watching Naked News, and it was full frontal nudity.
What was that?
It was naked women reading the news and doing the weather.
On SBS or where?
And I think it was Comedy Channel. I could be wrong. We had Foxtel growing up,
comedy?
so I reckon. Well, I think they were going for like comedy, like I don't know, but you would just be flicking through, like trying to find Cartoon Network, and then there'd just be Bobs on the screen. Yeah,
I didn't. I was on
Bob's
that
and
free
more.
to air wicket, so uncut was as good as it got.
Yeah.
Pete joins us now. Pete, what did you watch after Mum and Dad went to bed?
Yeah, morning, Liam. Morning, Belle. Morning, Ben. Love the show.
Morning.
as always. So I'll paint a picture for you. About 12 or 15 years ago, back in the Offstar days, so going back quite a while now, I used to binge watch SpongeBob.
Wait,
You weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob?
Oh, no, I was allowed to watch SpongeBob, but back in the day, Offstar had this thing where they would just run like a marathon of SpongeBob from 10 p.m. till about 5 a.m. in the morning, so I just sit up watching SpongeBob all night.
Sounds like something
I
Ben
love
would
that.
do.
That's lazy programming from like the TV station's point of view. But then you're just loving it.
They're like, we've got one kid in regional Victoria. He's watching every episode. What do you think, guys? I mean, it's pretty cheap. Should we just keep it going? Like, and then by the time you get into school, your brain's like completely melted.
Pete, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Chris joins us now. Chris, please tell us, what did you watch when your parents went to sleep?
I was a bit of a rebel back in the day growing up, so I used to sneak out and watch the end of the one-dayers, the day-night one-day international.
What? You like cricket?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Not much to do in Tassie.
Clearly. I would have preferred to watch the SpongeBob marathon, but...
Some people, new listeners, might not know this, Ben, but you were a dairy farmer for like 6 years before you got into radio. So you might be able to shed a little light on this for Belle and I. There's a dairy strike going on. This isn't good, Belle. So there's going to be cheese limits. There's going to be cheese limits, we're hearing.
As
There's
in the
gonna be
supermarket are limiting how much you can take because they got less stock. So because of the strikes, yes, we can't go in and buy up all the bags of Parmesan. Also yogurt and ice cream, which, I mean, it's a very sad day for Sara Lee. You can't even go and, like, stock up on your Sara Lee. So they're just having a double crap day.
Yeah, well, and good on the dairy farmers. I think specifically it's the truck drivers. It's the truck drivers that are driving the milk from A to B. But I'm pretty sure there was a stat the other day that we are getting majority of our milk now from overseas because so many of our Australian dairy farmers have gone under or out of business that basically none of our milk even comes from Australia anymore, which is insane because we have so many good dairy farms in this country.
You know what's great? You know what's local? Soy milk. Almond milk.
Is it?
Oat milk.
Is it? I don't know.
Also, Belle,
I don't think it is. I think a lot of that comes from overseas as well.
Yeah, but at least it's not out of a cow boob.
You have regular milk and like ice cream and stuff still, so don't.
Well, I do. Yeah, look, I do have cheese.
Yeah.
And I do like me some butter.
Zip it.
Yeah, get off your high horse.
Get off your high horse and get on that cow and milk it.
We were talking the artist Zach Bryan earlier in the week. People going feral for him. Like, no one can get tickets. He's playing his big show in Melbourne. Like, one of the biggest artists in the world. Got the #1 song at the moment, and he's a country star.
I checked the DMs on the Ben and Belle Instagram account. It was filled with people with their, let's be honest, sob stories about why they deserve to get tickets. There's so many people. Like, I would say less than 100, but almost 100 people who want these tickets.
Yeah, people love Zach Bryan. And look, we do have more tickets to give away on the show this morning. But I was sort of saying, like, it's a bit of a blind spot for me. Like, I don't really understand country music. And I said to you, Ben, I was like, look, if you give me 5 minutes, I'd write a country song.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I was sort of like over-exaggerating a little bit, but you did give me 5 minutes, and I did write a country song, and I managed to produce a smash hit.
Blues by the cornfield. Lord help me, I got them cornfield blues. Pickup truck.
And when you first said it, I was like, oh, this will be funny. Then I heard the song. I heard Cornfield Blues. or Blues by the Cornfield, whatever you want to call it. It is genuinely an earworm. Like I was singing it all day, and I've been singing it all week.
It's a hit. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And look, and this is the pleasant thing, Belle. We're lucky. We work in radio. You know, a lot of people fight all their lives to get airplay. And I'm lucky enough to have a desk near a man named Scott Baker-Smith, who's very much revered in the industry. He can make or break a hit for sure. He's, he picks all the music here, the fresh hits and the throwbacks.
A young Molly Meldrum.
Absolutely, without the hat, or the public indecent exposure
that we know of.
Never seen it.
No,
but won't
he
comment on
hasn't.
it. Doesn't seem like the type.
Oh my god!
But yesterday
he's the head of music. Yeah, so he makes the call on what you hear on the radio.
And Belle, I thought I would take the opportunity yesterday to see if I could get my hit added to the Nova playlist. Hi, SB. Have you got a sec?
Yeah, sure.
Just maybe in the boardroom. Just got something exciting for you. So, yeah.
Sit anywhere?
Ah, yeah, just sit anywhere. One of my friends from Universal, Ruby Goonwinkle, she's called in a bit of a favour. She knows I do brekkie, and she's got this hot new artist. And she said it's been hard getting a meeting, and she just wanted me to sort of play you a clip. So we've got a new tune. Let me ask you before, though, what do Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen, and Luke Holmes all have in common?
Country artists?
Country artists, yep.
Yeah.
And they're men with big hearts.
Yep.
And that's what I want you to keep in mind when you hear this new hit. It's called Cornfield Blues.
Okay.
Still need to mix it down a little bit. Just going to play you a few bars and just get your thoughts.
All right.
So, here we go.
Oh dear, I'm feeling blue. Cornfield blues, drink my liquor. I lost my girl, she broke my ticker. Oh, blues by the cornfield. Oh, blues by the cornfield.
I think
You've heard. That's 32 seconds, and SB, I've heard this in the industry. You can pick a hit in 10. So you've had more than enough time. What do you think? Is it on the Nova playlist?
No. I would think that wouldn't get...
Why?
Oh, look, the song's not great.
Well,
you're
held in good stead in this business, and I wouldn't want to see you go down as the guy who didn't sign the Beatles. You know what I mean?
No. I get that. But I think, I mean,
what if
silence for 2 minutes would probably work in our favour.
What if I got a remix made?
Like
whatever's sexy at the moment. What do you know?
What you
drum and bass, trap? I don't know.
Right, feature Pitbull or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide.
I would probably still rule it out.
Oh, no, all right.
Still rule it out.
Well,
Still rule it out.
I'll speak to you when we get the remix done.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Well, disappointing. No need to shake my hand.
No.
Yeah. Bye, Scott.
Bye.
Liam.
Frosty.
Liam, you know that you...
Well, I'm usually out of the song.
He's got rocks in his head, sir.
And, I obviously lost a bit of respect.
Yeah.
But
You call him Scotch?
Yeah,
No, I called him Scott.
I thought because he didn't play it, you called him Scotch.
No, that would have been a sick burn. I wish I thought of that. But no, I just called him Scott.
No, you know
but
that
that's
you
the
said the
thing.
name of your own song wrong when you introduced it.
Yeah,
I
Blues
think
by
that
the
was
Cornfield.
the problem in the first
I
place.
titled it Blues by the Cornfield. I'm getting the gist that people want to call it Cornfield Blues.
It's just shorter. It's easier to say.
I think I'm actually gonna.
You
take
can't
creative
rebrand
licensing to
it
change
now.
it.
You
I
can't
think I might
just
rebrand it. No,
retitle.
it's just good. But that's the thing. Here's the thing, Bill. This is what annoys me. In this fast-paced business, it's all about algorithms and TikTok and stats and labels interfering. And haven't we forgot the true essence of music? It's togetherness and love. And just opening up and being real. And that's why I think Cornfield Blues by the Cornfield, whatever you want to call it, is a really powerful song.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to put my neck on the line this morning and say, Well, here's to you, Scott Baker-Smith. I'm going to play it anyway.
No, don't play it again. No, please
I'm gonna
don't
play
play
it
it
anyway.
again. No.
I'm all for playing it.
I'm playing
No.
it.
Should we check the roads and then play it? Because just timing-wise, or
Once again, the stats, the clocks, all this. People want the music. Let them have the music. Let them have the song.
All right.
There it is.
No.
It's Blues by the Cornfield by me.
God.
All right.
Oh dear, I'm feeling blue. Cornfield blues, drink my liquor. I lost my girl, she broke my ticker. Oh, blues by the cornfield. Oh, blues by the cornfield. Whiskey tears on the Star-Spangled Banner, working hard with my saw and spanner. American man driving in my Chevy. Now she's gone, I'm feeling heavy. Oh, blues by the cornfield. Lord help me, I got them cornfield blues. Pickup truck, not giving a fuck. I'm a sad cowboy, shit out of luck. Chewing back in, working hard. Drinking bud in my yard. Oh, blues by the cornfield. Come on, y'all. Blues by the cornfield, I'm feeling sad. Drinking whiskey in my truck, yeah, I'm real bad. Cornfield blues I've got. Come on, sing it with me now. Give me what you got. Cornfield blues, cornfield blues. If you need me, I'll be weeping in the cornfield.
Who's in the mood for paying a bill? I am. So,
Yeah.
if you want to get your bill paid, make sure you register via the Nova Player app. I can see Belle doing it right now. Or you can
I'm
do
not
it on
allowed
the.
to.
Well, I know, but it doesn't stop you from trying, Belle, under fake names like Rube.
Sometimes my friends might put some in. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I'm not
We
rorting
know
the
who
system.
Jeremiah McCubbins is. We know. That's you. We know you have many a alias.
Yep.
What, like yours on
Alistair
Facebook, Liam?
Gumberson.
Liam has a
Not
Facebook.
reveal
Liam
my
has a Facebook.
Finster.
Yeah, Liam has a Finster for Facebook. It's Currumbin Chris.
If you want to go friend him,
No, please don't do that.
It's literally Currumbin Chris.
it's Grumbin Chris.
Okay.
If you want to find Liam on Facebook.
He also made that so we could watch fight videos on Facebook.
That's right.
Yeah, I did. There was one like
Because you
that.
said you shouldn't be some of the fights you were watching. You said were so gnarly that you didn't want your name to be
Want
put
to
on
be
it.
associated with
Literally.
it. But
Yeah,
Grumbin
if you look at
Chris.
Crumb and Chris, if you do look at it, it's like 0 friends, 0 followers, like bar, like one, like street fighting page. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. It's obviously horrible. But, I'll delete it now, obviously.
Jess joins us in Ashburton. Good morning. What's your bill?
Hi. My car was impounded on Monday morning at 9 a.m. for parking in a clearway.
I would say
Oh.
Jess.
But
That's not
no,
a bill.
Why
did
Jess,
you park
that's
in a clearway?
fine.
It is a bill. It's a bill.
It's a
and
fine.
all clearways are usually 9 o'clock. This was a clearway till 9:30. And it was a bill
Well,
to have to get my car back. It wasn't a fine. I had to pay it
I see. Well,
on my credit
look,
card to get my
Jess,
car back.
How
Otherwise,
much
they
does
charge
it
you
cost? How much?
$470.
it's not cheap.
And I had
look,
to-
look,
But in the Uber on the way to get it, I had to go to Collingwood. Your segment was on, and I was sitting in the Uber on the way to pick up my car from the impound, and I applied to pay my bills because
Okay.
get it. I
Okay.
guess
who
this
can
is
pay
like
$470 to
yeah.
get their car
Hey,
back?
Jess, can I ask
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
just quickly, because I always hear like friends of mine that have had their cars towed and stuff. They always go, "Oh yeah, I had to go to Collingwood." Where is this mystical place in Collingwood that houses all
my
these
goodness.
cars?
It's really frightening. I called it car jail. It's like there's a secret door, and it's just like handwritten on it, pull. and it's like had a sign like saying that it was the car impound. You go in, there's this huge bloke in there because I can imagine there's some pretty crazy people that go in. He was just like, name, registration, give me a license, and then like there was this big screen so that you couldn't get to him if you were angry. And then he's like, go through that door, one person only per car. I was on my own, but there were people there with groups. And then you go through this other security door, and there's like, it is like a jail. There's like high wire in your cars. He's like, which one's yours? And you're like, oh, that one over there. And then he walks you over there and says, I'll open the gate. Once you get in,
sound like
it's
prison,
really,
Jess.
It is. It was really frightening, and I felt really scared and sad. I was like, this is really Monday morning.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Yeah, look,
Oh,
it's,
well,
it's
Jess,
not
you've
what you
turned
want.
it around.
So, yeah, and $476 now, it's sort of undecided whether it's a fine or a bill, but we do have to turn to Bill Jackson for the final check. She does get to say on these things. What do you think, Bill?
Do I? Look, Jess, after hearing that and giving us some insight, no worries. We can absolutely pay that for you.
Nice.
Bill by nature.
Very good. Jess, you have a great day, okay?
Thanks,
No
guys.
worries. No more
See ya.
parking in clearways.
We have a little show mantra here. We've all got it. We've all got a back piece. It says, if you're not laughing, you're learning. And that's what we like to do here on Ben, Liam and Belle. And yesterday, there was a hard lesson learned, but a lesson shared, and we were all wiser for it. We got a call from young Isabel, only 9 years old. She told us about a scarring experience and the lesson she learned along the way.
The lesson I learned is never go back for a bag.
Yes.
While I was crossing, I accidentally let it go of the shopping bag.
Yeah.
And a red car is gonna go through it. So then I ran to the bag and the car nearly hit me.
Oh.
But then I ran back to my dad and my dad's mouth dropped it.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
So cute.
What a cutie.
The cutest caller of the year.
And very sweet. She's obviously learnt, if you drop a bag in front of oncoming traffic, you don't go back for the bag.
Yep.
We spoke to another guy because we're talking like 9 lives. And there's a guy who was showing off at a party and doing fire breathing, even though he's not circus trained. And first one went pretty well, pretty cool. So more people gathered around. He did another one. And burnt his entire face off.
What lesson did you learn that day?
Yeah, don't play with fire.
That's it.
Decided to do a bit of fire breathing.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Did it the second time, and then lit my face on fire, and I pretty much rubbed the skin off of my face.
Hell of a party, though. Yeah, don't play with fire. A lesson learned. What we're thinking this morning is on 13-24-10, what lesson did you learn?
Maybe you had to learn the hard way. That's normally what happens growing up. Something bad happens, you go, I won't do that again.
My brother was very, very lucky. He learnt not to put a fork in the toaster.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, when he was a teenager, mum and dad weren't home. I think all of us were out somewhere, and he was the only one home making toast. Toast got stuck. He tried. He didn't take the plug out the power point, and he tried to get the burnt toast out with a fork while it was still on.
Whoa!
Exploded, like literally exploded. All the power shut off, obviously, because the circuit breaker went. So he didn't get hurt, but he was so close to death.
To be honest, growing up as a kid, you're always told don't put knives in the toaster. They don't specify. I grew up going, don't put a knife in the toaster. Well, what if its spoon works? But that is, that's a great example. So what lesson did you learn and what happened? 13-24-10. Our best caller, we'll give you a double pass to go see Zach Bryan live at Flemington Racecourse on Saturday, December 9, presented by Unified and Untitled Group and exclusive to Melbourne for Always Live. So 13-24-10, what lesson did you learn? What happened? Best caller walking away with a double pass to Zach Bryan.
Em, in Bacchus, what lesson did you learn the hard way?
Hello. I learned never to sit down on an escalator.
What?
That's straight away. I'm scared.
Yeah, what happened?
For what happened?
Yeah, so I was with my sister and we were at a busy shopping centre. We were both teenagers. I think I might have been, 16. And we were just chatting and I was being ridiculous and sat down as we're chatting, and I went to stand up, but it was too late. So my hair had actually got caught in the bottom of the escalator, which the whole thing shut.
No.
Yeah, so we had to wait 1 hour.
Sorry, Emily, we screamed. I particularly screamed over you there. So your hair got caught, and then did it rip off? Did you hit the emergency stop? What happened?
So automatically the escalator shut off. So So everyone had to just walk down the stairs past me as my hair's caught in the bottom. And maintenance was called. It took over 45 minutes of me laying there for them to come. And as it's a busy shopping centre, I'm 16, so easily embarrassed as it is at that age. And everyone walking past is just looking at me thinking, what on earth has this girl done? So that was probably the most embarrassing 45 minutes of my life. And we ended up having to get, they pulled my hair out and I had to go get a proper haircut afterwards because there was a big chunk missing right from the middle.
Well, you're in a shopping centre. All good, Em. You just walk straight into Just Cuts. How fab.
Yeah, I love that. Like people just stepping over you. Like, is that girl from year 8? Like, why is her hair like stuck in the?
That's horrifying.
That to me is definitely the favourite. I think you're probably going to get the Zach Bryan tickets. Let's just give Rob a shot. Rob, good morning. We'd love to know, what lesson did you learn?
Yeah, morning, guys. My lesson was to make sure you always use a bath towel when getting your baby out of the bath.
Oh.
What happened?
Well, yeah, it's in the bath, about 7 or 8 months old, and in one of those little bath seats. And I thought, yep, I'll pick him up and take him into his bedroom to get him dry and changed and all that sort of stuff. And as I'm taking him from the bath across the hallway into his room, he just started slipping and slipping and slipping. And just before I got to the change table, dropped him on the floor.
Don't drop your baby.
It's not funny. That's awful.
Don't drop your baby, Rob.
That's awful.
Oh,
That's
Rob.
awful. That's
was your partner around? Did they see you drop the baby?
Didn't see, but heard and sort of came running in, and it was a little upset.
Wasn't the baby?
Rob, is he okay?
What I would say as a father of a 10-week-old, I haven't dropped Freddie, but there's definitely the constant fear that you are going to drop said baby. We're not going to do it, but I reckon the phone lines go crazy if you said, "Did you drop your baby?" I reckon so many people would have crazy stories.
That's
we're not going to do that.
That's
Rob, that's a wild story, and we appreciate you sharing. Is there anything else to add, or is that it?
No, that's pretty much it.
That's
he's
it. Okay.
Fine now.
He's fine.
Okay, that's his fine. That's good to know. Yeah, he's obviously fine. I don't know if it's a weird look to reward you dropping your baby. That's why I think, Emily, we're going to send you along to go see Zach Bryan.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You've made my week. Thank you.
No worries.
No worries, Em. Have the best time. And as we said, don't call. Don't tell us you drop your baby for tickets. So no, it's not what we're doing. I know it sounds like it's like what we're doing, but it's not what we're doing.
That would, you know what? Let's put that in the forbidden folder for another time.
It's very specific. Well, look, just remember Zach Bryan, he is live at Flemington Racecourse on Saturday, December 9, presented by Unified and Untitled Group and exclusive to Melbourne for Always Live. So she's got those tickets, but we can't do that.
Text here from Adrian at Bacchus Marsh. You can text any old time to the show, 0459 888 100. He said, what was with Belle's laugh? Sounded like a tyre screech. So this is from a little bit earlier in the show. I don't know if you've heard this yet, Belle, but we've clipped your laugh. It's a bit confusing. Have a listen. Meanwhile, my wagon.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Meanwhile, my wagon.
I did not realise I did that. I sound like a seal. It's a bit seal-ish.
Meanwhile, my wagon. Meanwhile, to perform my wagon. Exorcism.
Yeah.
Sounded like
I was laughing. It was funny. You were talking about hitching your wagon up to Ben's horse or some crap.
Belle, this is an audio medium, and if you're screeching in people's ears,
No, I must admit, I like it. It felt like you were out, you were out of puff, and you were still trying to laugh.
It was very funny.
You're doing an inhale laugh, and if you would like to hear what was so darned funny, you'll have to listen to the Ben Lehman Belle podcast. Maybe you will also find yourself going a little something like this. Meanwhile, my wagon. A real just good little insight into the show's dynamic there. Belle, you just went to the toilet in there, but you know how sometimes you ask Ben to do stuff, and even though it's a perfectly normal request, he won't do it just because he doesn't
I don't like being told what to do.
He doesn't want to feel like he's not dominant. I don't know. It's
Yes,
we're really going to unpack it.
Yeah.
He probably has to go see someone about it. But I was so we have these nice blinds that says Nova 100, and then you can lift them up sometimes and have a nice look out at the the beautiful sunny day, 26 and sunny. And I said, can you chuck the blinds up? And he looked at me with gritted teeth, and I could tell that, he probably also wants the blinds up, but he just didn't want. He just didn't want me to say put the blinds up, and he did it.
Yeah,
and he
absolutely.
Did. So the blinds they stay down.
I just didn't think. I didn't think it was necessary.
I suppose when Ben decides, probably in 5 or 6 minutes, when it's sort of then when he decides to put the blinds up, they'll go up. But yeah, this is just what we
no, definitely the Ben delay is real because sometimes you'll bring something to his attention that he'll agree with and hadn't thought of, and then he won't do it in the moment, but he'll delay it by like 3 minutes and then go, all right, now I'll do it. And then it's his idea.
It's how you frame things though, because if you make me think it's my idea, then it'll happen. So rather than saying put the blinds up,
Ben.
you should have said, it'd be nice if I could see outside, and I would have gone, I'll put the blinds up for you.
Ben,
you know what I mean? That's my idea.
You forget that for many a year I produced you boys, and the reverse psychology, the making you guys think they were your ideas, all of that.
Oh, so
many
Belle
a time I'd say things and I'd lead you down the garden path, and you go, wow, I just had the best idea, and then claps for Ben. He thought of it.
You think it's reverse psychology, but I know what you're doing, but I accept it because then everyone thinks it's my idea. I'm 2 steps deeper than you think you are.
No, you're not.
You know
I'm
what I mean?
always a step ahead of you, and then I just go, and then I tell people, the boys are going to do this, in approximately 2 days' time. They'll think of this idea, they'll do it. Brace yourselves, and then there it is.
Oh yeah, like you're some content mastermind who knows what we're doing in 3 years' time.
Yeah.
I'd be interested, Bill. What are we going to do in 4 weeks? Yeah, tell us, oh wise one.
Give us the cheat sheet.
What you're acting like you have some sort of big orb
in
4
weeks.
In
4 weeks, you're going to have an idea that will involve the Yarra.
Okay, well that's actually something we're doing. Then you've just given a little peek behind the curtain.
That's for the 857 listeners, just to hold on to.
You've
come back to
lifted
this moment.
The wizard's sleeve too high. You put that wizard's sleeve back down. Stop revealing our tricks.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.